So I got a gripe with Flow's day I want to pick. Jack wants to end all wars, potentially all crimes. I love that concept. Flo over here doesn't want to live in a utopia.
That is
What's up
correct.
with that, bro? You want people stealing from you?
Talk about it, lack of logic. Thank you.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's up
Flo.
with that? Like, please, because I think if in a utopia, we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. It gives an opportunity for you to now start expanding, growing, inventing, because you have extra time, not to worry about stupid
What
stuff.
do you do on a day when you have extra time?
Stupid stuff.
Yeah. Thank you. I rest my case.
Hold on, do better than this. That was an easy one, Flo. I told you that was it. Oh,
Because the ideal, what we think would happen, what we like to imagine would happen in utopia is definitely not what would happen in utopia if we look at how humans do behave and how we maximize our well-being just based off psychological studies. You might have heard me say the other day that our well-being is maximized while we're making progress towards our goals. That needs problems. If you look at games, sports, everything, every form of recreation, there's a challenge which implies a problem or a competitor. People hate harmony.
No, untrue.
There you go, hate and harmony again, imagining disagreement.
Well, I
I
think
like
if you
harmony.
All right,
substitute
Jesse might be
harmony,
the exception.
I like
I
harmony.
believe Jesse when he says that. I don't believe Jack when he says that.
what? Jack loves harmony, bro. You guys are just bad at music.
Jack loves the idea of harmony.
no, you got to use the word like camaraderie or something like that.
Comrade, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yes.
right.
Yeah,
There's
comrade.
already.
To
There's
each
already.
as they need, and from each as they can do, or something like that, right?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't work. It's another one of those things that only makes sense in theory. In reality, it doesn't work at all because it.
Okay,
What?
what? I'm sorry to interrupt, but you are literally describing capitalism. It works great in theory, but it is an abhorrent evil that has infested our species,
Nevertheless, it's given you everything that you have.
including the disease of alcoholism and the lifetime.
Oh,
regret,
capitalism did that to
fear,
you?
and anger.
Capitalism
Yes,
made you drink?
yes.
Take
It
some
promoted
responsibility
it.
for yourself,
I
Jack.
was brainwashed, dude. I was product
No,
of
you
American
made a bad
society.
decision. Look,
Yep.
I'm not buying that shit. I've had addictions too, and capitalism didn't do it to me. I did it to me. You did it to you. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yes, I did it because I was dumb enough to believe in the world.
You don't think Russians drink booze?
Where'd that come from, dude?
He's finding arguments. Damn, he's creative. Yes.
That's why I don't mess with him, dude. I'm way
Yes.
too simple. He's
Russian
read too many
dream.
books.
Jack's way too. The other Jack is way too simple too, but he thinks that he's not simple. Checkmate.
Hey,
He's gonna take my title.
oh, thankfully. Good. Find whatever reason, Red 40, but please, if you're too ignorant to understand, take your happy ass on.
And if we gave you a headache, try taking the whole bottle.
Well, hopefully, as long as we don't turn to a socialist country and we stay capitalism, because that's
Hell
the way
yeah.
to go. That's the way to go.
That damn freedom, you know, and
So
property
it's like-
rights. Property rights are really fucking us up.
hmm
Yes.
So it's,
learning trust law,
How the fuck-
moving your property around. It's
How
smart,
the
man.
fuck can anybody be so stupid as to be convinced that they would actually be better off without property rights? Jack, pull your head out of your ass. It's unbelievable. Really.
Hey, Flo.
Kick me off. I don't give a fuck. You're the one being retarded. You
No.
would not be better off with no property rights.
Flo. Hold
What?
where
on.
did this come
Jack?
from?
I'm not being retarded. You're kind of projecting in this moment. So let's take
No,
a
no.
breath. And I want to encourage you.
Hey, I'm sensitive to the R word.
We're both improve. I'm improving in my communication skills. So let's allow me to practice a little.
That's your own problem.
Here, let's play this. You familiar with the term steel? What's it called? Steel man.
Yes.
Right? So what's the other side of that argument? What would be the benefit of property rights going away?
None.
None. Not one single thing. You're that
Well, if I were to steel man your side, what I think that you would be thinking is that if property rights went away, I would get more stuff
Nope.
that wasn't mine before. That's
Nope.
what everybody thinks. Socialism is this philosophy of envy.
No.
Uh-huh.
It's actually the philosophy of social being the interaction relationships between divinely created human beings, the social nature of what life could bring. And the reality is the people who are in control, the few who are owning the majority of the corporations, guess what? They know all about social relationships, networking, working well with people you don't even fucking like. Why can't the masses figure out how to work with people they don't like for the purposes of?
They can. It's been called it's called capitalism.
No, it's
You provide
not.
value, you receive value.
Capitalism profits from division, my friend.
Communism profits from theft.
Okay.
That's how the whole thing works. That is how communism works.
So does capitalism. We can play this game
No,
today,
it
pointing out
doesn't,
the
Jack.
flaws.
Nobody made you buy that jacket.
Right. I didn't say that I was made to do anything.
You voluntarily exchanged your money for the item. That's voluntary on both ends.
Right. The money that I did not create, that nobody created, it was imagined. And it's a worthless piece of fiat paper that nobody really has any idea how the fuck it works, except the people who do know how it works. And it's been known. Henry Ford, back in the early 1900s, he pointed it out. An incredible, admired capitalist who was also who was also a Nazi promoter as well, funder. But Henry Ford knew it back then. If the people understood the truth of the banking system, there would be revolutions and riots in the streets by tomorrow.
Correct. And that is because the banking system is a corruption.
Yes.
It's not capitalism or communism. I don't know if you, I think you understand the systems actually. You're just mixing the words up. Capitalism is a free exchange.
So you say.
That's literally what it is. Look it up.
So you say it's a free exchange for the purpose of capital,
which personal gain,
monetary, which is property, which is materialistic, which is greed and selfishness.
Yeah, because we're dealing with economics. That's the distribution of goods, of physical goods. That's what it deals with. It doesn't deal with spirituality.
Can goods not be exchanged without money? Is that not possible?
I mean, maybe if you find somebody who wants your gratitude and love, but not really. It's a physical realm system. It deals with the exchange of physical goods. Maybe that's too low for your high, lofty ideals and spirituality, but you can't eat spirituality. And at some point, you're going to have to get actual food, actual clothes, actual shelter. This is what economics deals with. It doesn't deal with transcending the physical into the nirvana.
You're missing it, Flo. He doesn't like business owners or corporations to get so bloody rich that he thinks that they're stepping on the backs of the working man, right, Zach? Isn't that basically what you're thinking? You're thinking that if all businesses and all these product and all this bartering, all this exchanging, the government should just control it, not let anyone get rich.
Nope.
So then, what's the solution then? I'm confused.
I believe there is a solution. It's through cooperative efforts, through collaboration and agreement by more people. But I think more people would be willing to share the results of their labor. More people might be willing to be more generous with their time, energy, and talents if they knew that their time, energy, and talents were actually benefiting when people weren't selling their time, energy, and talents just for a piece of
That's
paper.
how you know that they're being used, because somebody's giving up something of value for them.
It
Jack.
is not a stop. What you think money has value, and it is an
It
absolute
literally
lie.
does. You can
It
deny
has
it,
an
but guess what?
imagined value. It has nothing, no tangible value whatsoever. You know this.
Jack,
Yeah,
if
you
you
know
don't
what
have
I
any
tell
money,
you?
if you don't have any
Everything
money,
that you
Jack, hold
need-
on, Flo. How are you going to pay for your internet bill, Jack? How are you going to pay for your glasses? How are you going to pay for your clothes, your necklace, your
Yes,
cat's food? How are you going to pay for all that? Where are you going to get that
well,
from?
Steve, that has been what I've been trying to deal with, because you're right. That's a practical, real life condition that all of us are dealing with. Now, the way I've been doing it, unfortunately, fortunately, is I've been learning how to conserve, how to find joy and peace with very little, and yet an obvious abundance. So I know that all of us can reduce our consumption, all of us can increase our generosity in our service, and it doesn't have to be incredibly substantial, but if we all start doing a little more, and here, what will change this world is
Maybe
when,
you could increase your production instead of demanding everybody else decrease
okay,
their consumption.
how about this? Rather than just trying to find the fault with me, let's look at the
No,
greater.
it's not a fault
No,
with you,
you're
Jack.
definitely where the fault is at in this discussion.
Well, I know that's what you want to present, even though I feel I've been very patient and
You are
very,
actually doing better than I expected when I first started, coming off the handle.
yeah.
But I mean, you are definitely wrong.
Jack, I got a
What's up,
question
Jess?
for you. Okay, so say if we didn't have this fractional banking, say money wasn't printed out of thin air, say we're in a fair system of capitalism where there was that equal money exchange for your time, there wasn't this, would you agree that capitalism would be an okay system as long as it wasn't corrupted the way it is?
Because of the involvement in this